Okay, in this video we're going to demonstrate how we built the database module for the music practice log. So to begin with my editing on, I'm going to select the database activity and add that. Give it a title. And here's where you can put information for your students on how to do the log. I'm going to just scroll down and click Save and Display. So if you have predefined sets, that can make things really easy for your teachers. And we're going to take a look at how we have our site set up. So we have presets for the music practice log and the PE step log. So if teachers need copies of their own databases, they can just select that and it will build them for them. Now, assuming you don't have that, we're going to go ahead and build one from scratch. So step one is to define fields for this database. Okay, now you can see here that we already have the Fields tab is selected by default. And I'm going to select the fields that I'm going to put in here. Now it's a good idea to look through the fields and get comfortable with what they do. And it makes it a lot easier if you can choose the fields in the order that you want them to display on their database. So I'm going to start with a date so we can see when the student actually made the entry. Field name, I'm going to put date. Select add. Now I'm going to choose a number because we're going to choose a number of minutes that they practiced. Select add. And lastly, I'm going to put in a text area for them to record some notes about what they did. I'm going to shorten this up quite a bit because I don't think we need a text box that is that many lines. So I'm going to go 10 lines and 40 width. If I want to do embeds there, I can. And potentially you could have somebody record their sample and save it to their own personal files and then actually embed their recording in here as well. So we're not going to be that fancy. Let's select add, and then we're going to select add. Okay, next let's go ahead and jump over to add entry and enter one, and let's see what happens. Okay, so we have a place for the date, and that's today's date, so I'm going to keep that. Minutes practiced, I'm going to put in 25. And for notes, I'm going to add I practice exercises 24 through 36. Okay, so I'm going to click Save in View now. Now when I do that, you can see that I got an error. It says single template is not yet defined. It's like, okay, so template isn't defined. If I go to list, I get the same list template isn't defined. Oh, okay, so what does that mean? Basically what that means is I need to go back to this area that says templates. And I need to go ahead and just do a save to activate that, just to confirm that that's the way I want it to look. Now before I do that, there's a couple of things in the fields that we can add here in templates that you can't add in the fields. And one of them is the student name. So here I am, now for this template, I'm going to be on the list template. So I'm going to want to see the student's name. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here where I see the data, and you can see that there's some of these other fields called others. Okay, these are the fields I created. These are actions I can add. And then for other, I'm going to just click on user, and you can see it added user over here with a couple of hashtags here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save that up. And I'm going to do the same thing for a single template. So here's where I define the template of a single entry. And I'm going to do that again. I'm going to click on that once and click Save. Okay, let's take a look now at our list and see what we have. Okay, so now we have the name, and that's me, of the person who made the entry. And I have the date, minutes practiced, and notes. Now, you can see that some of these text is offline here, so I can fix that. So just want to remember that we're looking at the list right now. So to change that, we would go to the list template. Let's go ahead and view a single entry. Here's where I can view a single entry. Also, I can see this is offset a little bit, but the name appears there. So I'm going to go ahead and clean that up a little bit. So this time I'm going to go to Templates. And here I am on the single template. I'm going to make the text editor bigger. And I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to justify everything left. Okay, let's save that up. And I'm going to do the same thing to the list template. Select Save. And now we can see the text is all left justified. So that's how you can make that look a little bit more clean if you'd like. Okay, that's pretty much it. Databases are pretty easy to set up. Just remember to try to do your fields in order and to check your templates when you're done and make some customizations on that. Okay, good luck.